Good day everyone, I'm your Mr. ATL and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, we're going to discuss about taxable and non-taxable income. So let's start. At the end of this video lesson, you're expected to define each of the benefits given to wage earners. Next, distinguish taxable from non-taxable benefits. And lastly, enumerate the standard deductions with the corresponding computation. So in here, I'm going to discuss the employee benefits, taxable and non-taxable benefits, and the mandatory deductions. So let us start with the employee's benefits. So in my last video, you experienced how to calculate the gross and net earnings. So in this video lesson, you will study another type of compensation that may help a business attract dedicated and committed employees. And this is the employee benefits. So these are essential part of the company's compensation system to encourage more employees to perform better. So the success of a company will not be possible without people who will work towards the vision and mission of a company. Studies have shown that there is a relationship between employee satisfaction and company financial performance, and that's according to Hyacinth of 2019. So if you want to profit, motivate your people. Because when the employee works well, the business has a higher tendency to grow and succeed. So one way to motivate people is by offering the right benefits. It is not the only motivating factor, but this can make an employee feel valued. And this may result in a higher commitment and outstanding performance. So benefit is given in addition to salary and wage. This can be in form of cash or in kind. So example of cash benefits are the 13th month pay or 14th-month pay, the living allowance, bonuses, while this GSIS or SSS and Pag IBIG and also the PhilHealth are examples of non-cash benefits. So once again, the cash can be in form of the 13th-month pay, 14th-month pay, or living allowance, and also the bonuses. While the non-cash benefits are the SSS or GSIS, Pag IBIG, and PhilHealth. So every company has its way of providing benefits for their employees. For instance, a company may offer a benefit that is different from another company. Though benefits vary from one company to another, some benefits are compulsory and mandated by law. In our country, the Labor Code of the Philippines, also known as the Presidential Decree Number 442, protects the rights to benefits of all employees. Hence, all employed individuals should receive the benefits required by the government. Otherwise, an employee may file a case against his or her employer for not abiding with the law. So these are the mandatory benefits of an employee. So this includes the following: the minimum wage. The minimum wage varies from one region to another. In NCR, the minimum wage as of the year 2020 is 537 per day. So sa province, may mga provincial rate na tinatawag. So iba siya doon sa NCR. Next, we also have the overtime pay. A wage earner who performs work over 8 hours a day should receive overtime pay. The computation depends on the time when the overtime work happens. So for our next video lesson, I will be discussing this overtime pay. We also have the leave benefit. So this benefit allows an employee to be absent from work for a certain period due to different reasons. The number of days depends on the type of leave benefit. For example, the leave benefits are maternity leave, paternity leave, and solo parent leave. We also have the 13-month pay. So an employee who has worked for at least 1 month is eligible for a 13th month pay. To compute this, just multiply the monthly basic salary by the employment length, then divide it by 12 months. Note that a 13-month pay is not the same as the Christmas bonus. As the name suggests, a bonus is given according to the generosity of the employers. So the company is not required to give this to an employee. Okay, next, the mandatory government contributions. So all employees below 60 years old who receive more than 1,000 pesos per month are required to contribute to the 3 social insurance funds in the Philippines. Number 1, the SSS or the Social Security System for private employees, or the GSIS or the Government Service Insurance System for government employees. The other one is the Home Development Mutual Fund, HDMF, known as Pag IBIG Fund. And the last is the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation or the PhilHealth. So let us go now to the taxable and non-taxable benefits. So some benefits are not required by the law. We call these de minimis benefits. While these are not compulsory, the government encourages employers to provide these to their employees. So these de minimis are the small privileges offered to an employee to protect the general well-being of the employees. The good thing about this type of benefit is that it is exempted for income tax purposes, provided that it does not need or it does not exceed 90,000 pesos. And all other allowances regularly earned by the employees are subject to income tax purposes under certain conditions. So the updated list of the minimis benefits are as follows. Number 1, monetize unused VLC or vacation leave credits of private employees not exceeding 10 days during the year. Number 2, monetize value of VLC and SLC or the sick leave credits paid to government officials and employees. Number 3, medical cash allowance to dependents of employees but not exceeding to 1,500 pesos per employee per semester of 250 pesos per month. Okay, so 1,500 divided by 6 is 250 pesos. Next, rice subsidy of 2,000 pesos or 1 sack of 50 kilogram rice per month amounting not more than 2,000 pesos. So, tandaan nyo ito dahil later on, gagamitin natin. So, another one for number 5, uniform and clothing allowance not exceeding 6,000 pesos per annum. So, yung uniform hindi daw lalagpas ng 6,000 pesos per year. Next, actual medical assistance not exceeding 10,000 pesos per annum. Laundry allowance not exceeding 300 pesos per month. Employees Achievement Awards with an annual monetary value not exceeding to 10,000 pesos. So, number 9, gifts made during Christmas and major anniversary celebrations not exceeding 5,000 pesos per annum. Number 10, daily meal allowance for OT or overtime but not exceeding 25% of the basic minimum wage. And last, benefits received by an employee by virtue of CBA and productivity incentive schemes do not exceed 10,000 pesos per annum. CBA is the collective bargaining agreement. So take note that based on law, all other benefits that are not included in the list of de minimis benefits are taxable. So yung mga hindi nakasama doon, yun ay taxable. Another, if a company provides more than the indicated limitations, the amount beyond the limit would be taxable. So yung susobra doon, yun ay taxable. Another, the amount more than 90,000 pesos tax exemption, including the 13-month pay and other benefits such as productivity and incentive bonuses, will be taxable. So let us have an example. Number 1, Miss Jen is an employee of XYZ Company. She received the following annual compensations and benefits. Okay, so as you can see, meron ditong annual basic salary of 350,000 pesos, annual ito, and 13-month pay and bonuses, 83,000 pesos, rice subsidy, 30,000 pesos, clothing allowance, 7,500 pesos. So, I will be showing you the next table in which the benefits is taxable and non-taxable. So, alin dyan ang taxable and non-taxable. So, here it is. So, de minimis benefits. So, unahin natin yung rice subsidy. Nakalagay doon kanina. Ceiling amount is 2,000 pesos per month. So, kung susobra ng 2,000 pesos per month, yun ay magiging taxable. Okay? So, 30,000 yung kanyang rice subsidy. Nakalagay yun sa table kanina. So, balikan niya natin. O sige, so 30,000 pesos ang kanyang rice subsidy. So, kung 2,000 per month lang ang nakasama sa de minimis benefits, so 2,000 per month. Gawin natin itong per year. So, 2,000 times 12 is 24,000. So, itong 24,000, ito yung kasama pa rin dito sa de minimis benefits kasi 2,000 per month is 24,000 a year. So, since 30,000 yung kanyang rice subsidy na natatanggap, so, i-less nyo nga yung, pag niless nyo yung 2,000 per month na 24,000 per year, doon sa 30,000, magkakaroon ng 6,000 na sobra. Ito yung sobra sa 24,000 a year lang dapat. So, itong 6,000 is taxable. Okay? Once again, kapag pinag-add nyo ang 24,000 and 6,000, ito yung 30,000 pesos na rice subsidy na natatanggap ni Miss Jen. Pero, 24,000 doon ay non-taxable according dito dahil ang ceiling amount is 2,000 per month. Na pag minultiply by 12, that is 24,000. So, ang sasobra doon sa 24,000, doon sa 30,000 is 6,000. Ito na yung taxable niya. Next is the clothing allowance. Pero ang ceiling niya is 6,000 per year. Pero ang natatanggap ni Miss Jen is 7,500. So, per year din yon. So, 6,000 per year para sa non-taxable at yung susobra doon sa 7,500 ay 1,500. Kaya meron tayong 6,000 na non-taxable and 1,500 for taxable. Ito yung nakasama pa rin sa de minimis benefits. Pag inad to, 7,500. And the other one, yung other benefits na 13-month pay and bonuses, kapag sumobra ng 90,000, taxable na yon. So, since 83,000 lang ito, hindi naman sumobra ng 90,000, it's non-taxable. Okay? So, i-add lang natin to para makuha yung total. That's 7,500 sa taxable niya. And for non-taxable, i-add lang natin to is 113,000 pesos. Okay? Let us go now to the mandatory deductions. So, there is a basic formula here. We have taxable income equals basic salary plus additional pay I-add nyo lang yun, then minus the deductions, that is your taxable income. Okay, but what are these basic salary, additional pay, and deductions? So, let us just recall that the basic salary, that is the amount of money an employee receives before any deductions or any additional pay. Additional pay refer to the amount that is being added to the basic salary, such as overtime pay. And the deductions refer to the amount of money that is subtracted from the gross income. So, bakit magsasubtract? Example nun, kung nalilate bang pumasok ang employee, that is tardiness. Kung uma-absent ba ang employee, absences. May mga utang ba ito or loans? And other tax and mandatory contributions such as SSS or GSIS, the Pag IBIG, PhilHealth, and the withholding tax. So let us now have these mandatory deductions starting from the income tax or the withholding tax. So I am going to show you this one. By the way, this amount is known as the withholding tax because the employer does not give this to this employee. Instead, the employer subtracts this amount from the employee's salary, then remits this later to the BIR or Bureau of Internal Revenue. So, ito yung basihan niyan sa pag-compute ng withholding tax. So, this is the source. Ito siya. So, next. Another mandatory deductions, we have the SSS or GSIS contribution. So, pag sinabing SSS, para to sa mga private employees, GSIS para sa mga public institution naman. Pero, may mga GSIS member na SSS member din naman. So, an employee working in the private sector is required to be an SSS member or GSIS member if the employee works in a public institution. So, SSS or GSIS is an insurance program for all employees. However, every member needs to contribute a percentage of their salary. So, syempre, ito ay isang insurance program, kaya kailangan ng mga member ay magko-contribute ng porsyento ng kanilang mga kita. So, depende yon kung magkano yung kinikita nila. So, ibabase yan dito sa table na to. This is for SSS. At ito yung source na pinagkuhanan natin, no? Okay, so kung ito man ay merong division, kunin nyo na lang yung pinaka mas updated version nito. Okay, so later on, gagamitin natin ito at I hope na matuto kayong gumamit nito. Let us have the other one. So, the other one, we have the PhilHealth contribution. So, the PhilHealth contribution, the contribution intends to provide health insurance to employees. Just multiply the basic salary by the premium rate. So, mamaya papakita ko yung table, pati yung mga premium rate nito. Half of the result is shouldered by the employer and the other half by the employee. So, tigkalahati sila, no? Both the employee and employers contribute equal shares for PhilHealth. So, parehas yun. Ito na ngayon yung table. So, ito yung source na pinagkuhanan natin. So, later on, I will teach you on how to use this. Okay. The next one, the Pag IBIG contribution. So, please take note that the Pag IBIG uses a maximum monthly compensation of 5,000 pesos. So, gumagamit lang ito ng 5,000 pesos na compensation level ng employee. So, kung 5,000, kung makikita mo rito, over 1,500. So, kung over 1,500 ka or 5,000 ang monthly compensation mo, i-multiply mo lang yon dito by 2% or 0.02. Pero kapag 1,500 and below naman ang monthly compensation, hindi sila magiging equal. Dahil kung titingnan nyo, 1% lang sa employee, and 2% sa employer. Okay? So let us have now a problem. Number 2. Enzo works a salesman in ABC Private Company. His gross income for the month of April 2020 is 30,000 pesos. How much is the taxable income and net income? Okay, so how much? Paano kaya natin i-compute ito? So solutions. So his gross income or the basic salary plus additional pay is 30,000 pesos. So gross income is 30,000 pesos. Next. So we will compute for the SSS contribution later. Paano natin i-compute yan? For PhilHealth and for Pag IBIG contribution. Okay, so ito yung table na gagamitin natin para makita kung magkano ang contribution niya kung ang range ng kanyang gross income is 30,000 pesos a month. So titingin kayo sa range of compensation, hanapin niyo yung 30,000 pesos dito. Kung makikita nyo, nandito siya no, sa 19,750 pesos and above. At dito kayo titingin dito sa column ng employee. Ito kasi ay employer. So, SSS contribution, makikita nyo. So, dito yan sa 800 pesos. Kaya, makikita nyo rito, ayan, 800 pesos. So, ilalagay natin na ang kanyang SSS contribution is 800 pesos. Let us now compute for PhilHealth contribution. So, ibang table naman ang gagamitin natin. Ito yung table na gagamitin natin. So, sa PhilHealth contribution, year, ang month nun is April, then 2020. So, dito kayo titingin sa row na to. And then, 30,000 pesos ang kanyang monthly basic salary. So, that is, nandito sa second row. So, kapag ganon, you will multiply it by 0.03. Kaya, because 3% is 0.03 in decimal. So, kaya meron tayong 30,000 pesos multiplied by 0.03. So, that is 900 pesos. But yung 900 pesos ay i-divide by 2 dahil babayaran niya ni employer at ni employee. And share, equal ang share ni employer and employee. So, divide by 2, 900 divided by 2 is 450 pesos. Okay? So, hindi tayo dito sa una, no? Kasi kung dito sa una, 10,000 lang daw ang kita. Pero 30,000 kasi ang given dito. So, kung 60,000 naman, dito ka naman titingin. So, ito yon. So, since 30,000 pesos, nandito siya sa gitnang bracket. So, that is your premium rate multiplied by 0.03. So, for the year 2020 yan. Okay. So, divide na natin by 2 yung 900. That is 450. So, that is why you will have 800 for SSS and 450 for PhilHealth. Let us now go to the Pag IBIG contribution. So, sabi, 5,000 daw kasi yung pinaka-maximum doon kay Pag IBIG. And then, we will just multiply it by 2%. Okay? According dito sa Pag IBIG contribution table, kapag ka over 1,500, multiply lang by 2% para kay employee and 2% din para kay employer. So, again, you have to take note that the Pag IBIG uses a maximum monthly compensation of 5,000 pesos. So, maximum ang 5,000 pesos. Kung 30,000 yon, nandito na siya agad sa 5,000 pesos. Since ang maximum lang ay 5,000 pesos. Then, use this 5,000 pesos to be multiplied by 2% or 0.02 and you will get 100 pesos. So, that is why you will have 800 for SSS, 450 for PhilHealth, and 100 for Pag IBIG contribution. So, let us add all of this. Ayan, pero meron pa yata tayo nung para sa taxable withholding tax naman later. Okay, so once again, for SSS contribution is 800 pesos, PhilHealth contribution is 450 pesos, and 100 pesos for Pag IBIG contribution. So, i-add muna natin ito lahat. So, how much? It's 1,350 pesos. And then, you can now get your taxable income. So, kukunin natin, isusubtract muna natin to para makita yung taxable income, saka natin kukuhanan ng withholding tax. Okay? So, ililess din natin yun sa 28,650 pesos, and that is 1,563 pesos and 40 centavos. So, paano nakuha ito? I-explain ko later. Pero dito, i-compute muna natin, susubtract lang natin yung taxable income by less of withholding tax para makuha yung net income or net pay. So, subtracting this, babawasan pa yan ng tax na 1,563.40. So, magiging 27,086 pesos and 60 centavos. That is the net income. So, again, the question is, paano nakuha yung less withholding tax? Okay, so ganito ang computation. Saan nakuha ang 20,833? Ito yan. So, ito yung table. Ang kanyang taxable income is 28,650 pesos. So, dito ay daily, no? Daily yan, weekly, semi-monthly, monthly. Dito tayo sa monthly. Okay. So, dito sa number 1, kung makikita nyo, 28,833 and below. So, pero ang taxable income mo is 28,650. Makikita mo yan dito. Ayan. So, lahat daw ng sasobra sa 20,833, yun ay subject sa 20% na withholding tax ng taxable income. So, kukunin muna natin yung excess ng 20,833 doon sa 28,650. Kaya ima-minus natin siya. So, after subtract, magiging 7,817 pesos na siya. And 20%. So, multiply by 0.2. So, pag multiply by 0.2, you will get 1,563 pesos and 40 centavos. So, that is why meron tayong ganung computation na niless doon sa 28,650. Example number 3. Find the withholding tax if the taxable income is 20,000 pesos. So, again, we will be using the table. But the answer is 0. Bakit naging 0? Dahil kung titingnan mo rito, ang 20,000 pesos ay below 20,833. Kung mas mababa pa doon, 0 ang kanyang withholding tax. Okay? Next. Example number 4. Find the withholding tax if the taxable income is 25,000 pesos. So, we will subtract the 25,000 pesos by 20,833 and that's going to be 4,167. So, looking at this table, makikita mo ang 25,000 pesos dito. Okay? So, yung sasobra daw ng 20,833, yun ay taxable at kukunin ang 20%. So, this 4,167 should be multiplied by 0.2 and you will get 833.4. This is now the answer. Next, number 5. Find the withholding tax if the taxable income is 37,700 pesos. So again, looking at this table, hanapin natin. So dito mo siya makikita, no? Okay, yung sasobra daw ng 33,333, mo-multiply yon by 25%. Kukunin ng 25%. And so, 37,700 minus 33,333 equals to 4,367 multiplied by 0.25 and that's going to be 1,091.75. Okay? So let us go now to the SSS contribution. So we will find, for example, number 6, we will find the SSS contribution of an employee earning 15,000 pesos. So dito sa table na to, hanapin niyo yung 15,000 pesos and makikita niyo yan na nandito siya sa bracket na ito. So gamit tayo ng pen. Nandito siya, no? Ayan. Oops, parang tumabingi. So, nandito siya sa line na yan. So, dito tayo sa employee. Okay, highlight natin. Ito siya. It's 600 pesos. Okay? So, the answer is 600 pesos. Next. Find the SSS contribution of an employee earning below 2,550 pesos. So, according to this table, kapag below 2,250, ito siya. Pag below daw dyan, magkano? Okay, that is 80 pesos. Next, find the PhilHealth contribution of an employee earning 10,000 pesos for the year 2021. So, hanapin natin dito sa table. Okay, for the year 2021, so ito yun. Tapos, 10,000. So, kung 10,000, ito siya. The answer is 350. Or pwede naman dito, makikita mo rin siya dito eh. Pwede mong i-multiply yung 10,000 by 0.035. Again, by 0.035. So, you will get still 350 pesos pa rin. Okay? Number 9. Find the PhilHealth contribution of an employer. Hindi siya employee. If his employee's earning is 10,000 pesos for the year 2019. Okay, the answer is 275. And how is that? This is the year 2019 and then ang income daw ng employee is 10,000 pesos. So, what will you do? Since equal naman ang share ni employee and employer sa PhilHealth, that is 275 pesos. So, pwede rin makikita yan dito, no? So, multiply mo lang by 0.0275 and you will still get 275 pesos. Example number 10. Find the employee's Pag IBIG contribution if she's earning 1,500 a month. So, sa Pag IBIG naman tayo. So, you will just multiply 1,500 pesos by 0.01 and that is equal to 15. Bakit naging ganito ang computation? Because according to the Pag IBIG contribution table, kapag ang employee is earning 1,500 and below, eto siya. So, ang employee share is only 1% of his or her monthly compensation. So, yung monthly compensation niya na 1,500 multiply by 1% or 0.01 in decimal and you will get 15 pesos. Okay? Number 11. Find the employee's Pag IBIG contribution if the monthly compensation is 5,000 pesos. So, ang gagawin daw, 5,000 pesos times 0.02 equals 100. So, meron tayong maximum dito na 5,000 lang, no? So, makikita mo pa rin naman siya dito. Kapag over 1,500, you will just multiply by 2% of the monthly compensation. So, the monthly compensation given is 5,000 pesos. Multiply by the 2% or 0.02 in decimal and you will get 100 pesos. Okay? So that's all for today. I hope you enjoy learning about these taxable and non-taxable benefits. And before I end up my video, I would like to give my special thanks to Mr. Eldrin Dalican and I hope you learned something. Goodbye!